Good morning. Welcome to another plan with me. This week I am memory planning July 14th to the 20th, and I'm using this kit from the Prairie planner called Theme Park. We didn't go to a theme park this week, but we went to the local street fair in our city. And although there was no rides or anything like that, there was a lot of it's like a farmer's market slash things that people made. So like promoting their small businesses and stuff like that. So it was a really good time. We actually took my aunt with us just to hang out because she was going through a breakup with her boyfriend. And, anyways, it was nice. It was a beautiful day. It was a really good turnout. There was a lot of people there. In previous years we've gone, there hasn't been that many people. Um, so, yeah, it was actually pretty cool to see that many people there. But, anyways, I love this kit. I'm using it. It's pastel, it's very light colors. And to be honest, me and my husband are not really fans of theme parks or fairs. We just find them to be too expensive and unnecessary for us. We don't go on any rides or anything like that. We don't have kids. So that's kind of why I decided to use this kit this week. And I do really like it. I love the art and everything. So I didn't want to waste it or anything. I didn't want to sell it either. I just wanted to keep it and use it. So that's why I'm using it this week. So getting into the day by day, on Monday, I am marking that I was up really early, so I'm using an alarm clock that came with the kit. And then marking that I doom scrolled that morning, I'm using the cell phone that also came with the kit. I am breaking my doom scrolling habit because it's so bad. I used to wake up in the morning and just scroll on my phone for an hour and a half sometimes. I hate to admit this, but sometimes 2 hours. And I was like, I get it. I'm on summer holidays, whatever, I know, but this is a really bad habit. So I started working out in the morning as soon as I get up just to get myself up, and it's been going pretty well. So, anyways, marking that I got my health card, I'm using I think they're debit cards or credit cards or whatever that came with the kit just to mark that I got my health card. Um, I got married last year, and this was the last ID that I was waiting for with my new name. And then using the TV from the kit, I'm marking that I watched the 8 show. And then using this Paper Shire burger box, I'm marking that we had Wendy's that day. And then just to mark that I relaxed that evening, I'm using this, what's it called? A Beneva Creations girl sticker laying on the couch. And then marking that I played Apex, I'm using this Paper Shire girl on her controller in a headset. Then moving on to Tuesday, marking that I planned, I'm using the planner that came with the kit. And then with this car, marking that we went to the city for my husband's appointment. And just to mark the appointment, I'm using the phone that also came with the kit. And then we got Taco Bell because we don't have a Taco Bell in our city. So every time I go to this city, we make it a point to maybe get Taco Bell. And I'm using that Taco Bell sticker from SBC. And then we got home and we just cuddled. So I'm using that Paper Shire bunnies they're cuddling. They're happy, they're cuddling. And then moving on to Wednesday, using this huge emoji sticker to mark that I went for breakfast by myself. My husband's not an early riser, so sometimes when I get up early, I do go for breakfast. And after that, I'm marking that I went and did some errands. I'm using this JP sticker, car sticker, to mark that. And then I went to get groceries, so I'm using the shopping cart from the kit. And then I did some planning that evening, so I'm using the stickers that came with the kit. And that evening, I played, what is it called? It's like a cooking game on Xbox. I do play some cooking games. I don't know why I find them so relaxing. So, anyways, I'm using that Paper Shire gaming um, Nintendo Switch, but I play on Xbox. Anyways, moving on to Thursday, I'm marking that I watched the Amy Bradley is Missing documentary using this TV sticker that came in the kit. I am so weird. I watched that, like, all 3 episodes on high speed. So it was, whenever I watched it. Some things I do watch on the highest speed. I'm just weird like that. But, anyways, I watched all 3 of them and then I fell back asleep. So I'm using the bed sticker that came with the kit to mark that. And then I did some more errands. So I'm using another car from the JP Sticker Studio to mark that. And then we went to get ice cream. So I'm using the sticker genie with an ice cream cone to mark that we went to get ice cream. And then I came home and we played Apex. So I'm using that controller sticker from a shop that's called 3 Years Apart. And then that evening, I also watched the 8 show. So I'm using another TV icon from the kit. And then I did my Lego. So I'm using, I think this is a paintbrush, but I don't have any Lego stickers. And to me, that was the closest thing that looked like it. So, and then moving on to Friday, I'm using the sticker from every moment, every minute a story, I think it's called, to mark that I slept in. And then marking that I read, I'm using the book that came with the kit. And then I did laundry that day, so I'm using the laundry basket that also came with the kit. And then I did a cosplay um, as the Riddler from Batman, but I don't have a Riddler sticker and it wouldn't have matched this kit anyway. So I'm using this kit from, it's either from Once More with Love or the Coffee Monsters Co. And the more I look at it, I think it's from Coffee Monsters Co. But anyways, and I think it's her character is called Nebula. And yeah, I just felt like it matched. And then I made a TikTok with that transitioning, a transition TikTok with my cosplay. So I'm using that little TikTok icon from a shape that's called Prairie. And then me and my husband watched I Know What You Did Last Summer 1 and 2 in preparation for the new one that came out. So I'm using the popcorn from the kit and the movie box stickers also from the kit. And then we went and get we went to get to Hortons after. Hold on. Anyways, I was trying to cut that part out and I couldn't, so I'm just gonna keep going. Marking that I slept, I'm using this paper shire sticker pillow to mark that I slept in. And then I did some planning. I think that's from the JP Sticker Studio, but I'm not 100% sure. And then we went to the street fair this day, so I'm using this Once More with Love sticker to mark that. One of my coworkers opened up a food truck and she was selling ice cream and cotton candy, so I went to go visit her food truck. And then this is when I went to go to the mall to order a new wedding band. I'm not happy with my wedding band. The wedding band that I have, I just picked out. It was like the first one that I saw that fit around my engagement ring, and I don't like it. I 100% do not like it. So I went to pick out a new one this day and ordered it. I should have it within the next couple months. Anyways, marking that I played Bloom and Rage, I'm using another TV icon from the kit, and then with this little tiny pizza from a shop called Krell's Creations, marking that we had pizza that evening. And then on to Sunday, I marked that I slept in using another one of those every minute a story sticker. And then I planned, and I don't know where that little planner sticker is from. It's really cute though. And then marking that me and my aunt, I'm trying to talk so fast. Me and my aunt went to bingo. I'm using this bingo sticker where I don't remember where it's from, and it's one of the few that I have left. And then I got home and it was raining, so I decided to read because reading and rain go hand in hand. Just everyone knows this. Using that Coffee Monster sticker to mark that. And then after that, I marked that I think I finished it this day, the 8 show. So I'm using another TV icon from the kit. And then I think I also finished the game Bloom and Rage this day as well. So I'm using another sticker from 3 Years Apart controller sticker to mark that at the end of the day. So, anyways, after this, I'm trying to show the whole kit because I feel like I don't know how to show the whole thing because I don't have the best camera or the best lighting, whatever. So I try to do something here, but it kind of looks silly. Anyways, thank you for stopping by. Have a great week. Bye.